Got vision and destiny. Add elemental, that's chemistry. All those heroes, that's infinity. It's endgame, that's
Yugi peoples, welcome to the commentary. All right, so this one right here puts me up against Tri Brigade Spright, and I guess with their newly unlimited Sprite starter, maybe the deck has got a little bit better. And yeah, so we end up playing against it in the tournament, gave us a pretty good match. See, I won the dice roll. I started my turn off with a hero lives. He tries to ash, and I decide it's better for me to go ahead and call by the grave that so that I can go ahead and do my thing with Ferris and Mally. So now you'll see me going off doing that normal hero combo stuff. We now got the Mally and Denier into the graveyard. Now we'll banish one to special summon the other one, link those two off into our Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader, target, Denier, special, put Mally back on top. Tribute to add so we can get our Strato since we have not normal summoned this game or this turn yet, so that we'll be at a normal summon and we'll be able to grab our graceful charity with our Stratos effect. So there goes the normal summon there. Go ahead and grab our graceful charity, link off Cross Crusader and Stratos into our Infernal Devicer. Use Infernal Devicer, of course, to reveal our Shining Neos Wingman, which is going to grab us our OG Neos. And yeah, from there, we're going to go ahead and banish that Mally to, well, I was deciding whether or not I wanted to banish the Mally, but I ended up deciding against it. I was just like, what are the chances that I actually draw it, right? It's not going to happen. But we go ahead and poly there after making our Wonder Driver, and that'll allow us to go ahead and grab our favorite contact. You know, there'll be pretty much no need to tribute him off into Sunrise because we do have the Miracle Fusion already in hand here. And yeah, we also won't end up having to use our Denier effect because we'll just be able to banish Mally here, special summon Mally out to the board. Then we'll flip the freshly set Polymerization by Wonder Driver to go ahead and make our DPE here. We're going to go ahead and Miracle Fusion, banishing our OG Neos and Infernal Rage to special summon Wake Up. We're going to set the favorite contact, proceed to end phase to check for Nib. No Nib, so in end phase, we go ahead and special summon our Shadow Mist, and we'll go ahead and activate Mass Change since we cannot set it, and we are in the end phase. You know, I just go ahead and leave it face up, that way I don't forget, because there have been times where I forgot to activate it. So when I go and grab it from deck, I just go ahead and play it so that they know, you know, I have every intention of playing it. And we start off our his turn. Standby phase, DPE comes back. We're going to set the Miracle Fusion there. And yeah, you know, the only thing that sucked about this is that we didn't have any hand traps. But there goes the Imperm on Dark Law. And then on top of that, he's also got the Fenrir, which is just really nice for him because it's going to force out another interruption. So he had the Ash, the Imperm. He's got the Fenrir trying to decide what he's going to do here. There goes the Nerval summon. He'll be able to link those two guys off. And he's checking to see if Wonder Driver has any special added effects or anything like that. But yeah, his destruction, while I'm in control of it by Battle Arc effect, will allow me to special summon a hero. Down comes the Sprite Sprint, and of course he's going to send one of the Nimble cards to be able to special summon two other Nimble cards. And since he has three of them on board, I'm going to decide to go ahead and activate my favorite contact and just go ahead and get all three of those monsters off the board before he has a chance to do anything with them. Check in to make sure they don't have any extra special crazy effects or anything like that, because you know it's been a while since I played against this deck. So we're gonna go ahead and flip up the favorite contact. We're gonna make our Shiny Neos Wingman, and with all the different attributes we have on the board, we will be able to destroy 3. So yeah, we just clear off his whole board with that favorite contact right there and save our DPE for later, and especially for the Tri Brigade summon. But he also has the other Kashtira Fenrir, so we still have to be aware of that as well. And yep, with no monsters on board, we'll go ahead and see the special summon of the Fenrir, which his attack into anything, because when he declares the attack, he'll be able to activate his effect. So we're gonna go ahead and before the attack, we're going to have to go ahead and activate DPE's effect at the start of the battle phase. Or actually, I don't know what he decided to do. He decided to go ahead and attack into it. And did I just decide? No, I guess I did just decide to go ahead and DPE effect there as he tried to target DPE anyway. And we just go ahead and DPE pop both of them. Now he's got the triple tax. He's going to be able to steal my Wonder Driver. And then he's also going to be able to special summon out the what is it? The Caress by pitching the, what's her name? The whatchamacallit chick. And yeah, it's just like, even despite the interruptions and everything that we had, he's still able to make quite the board here. And it's going to end up being kind of crazy, really. Yeah, I think he also ended up adding like the Spright Honest thing. So it's just like made my turn a little bit more difficult. And then there goes the SP Little Knight to banish my DPE. And yeah, he ends up, there goes my Wonder Driver, comes back to me. He's got the Spright Blue on the board, and I wasn't paying enough attention to realize what card he had set back with the whether it was starter or what's the other one, the one that vanishes. I couldn't remember which one it is. But during the standby phase, we go ahead and still resolve DPE's effect to special summon out our Denier. And then we're going to use Denier's effect to go ahead and put back. We decided to go ahead and put back our DPE since we can resummon him again if we so need. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and activate the Miracle Fusion. That's going to allow us to go ahead and grab Infernal Rage. With Infernal Rage effect, we'll go ahead and grab our favorite contact, draw 2 with our Graceful Charity, and we'll have to pitch one of those cards right now, trying to decide which one to go ahead and pitch. We go ahead and toss the Vion since I don't believe we have, we don't really have anything else we want to dump down there. We're going to go ahead and mass change into Blast. We're going to activate Blast effect, half the attack of blue. And then we're also going to activate Blast effect to bounce that card back to his hand. It was, what is it? The Spright starter. Yeah, I couldn't remember which one he had added. I thought it was the one that vanishes, so I wanted to go ahead and get it off the board and have him go ahead and do what he do. But he is going to add the Spright Honest from his deck to his hand. And yeah, I think I was just like a little bit concerned about that, but I did have a way to pretty much get it off the board. We're going to go ahead and link those off into Cross Crusader effect, Denier to go ahead and add our own, I do believe. No, we go ahead and add Plasma, and yeah, he realizes that's going to be game because I'm going to absorb one of them, and then, I'll be able to, finish, pretty much win the game from there. So yeah, we go ahead and take game 1, going first, even though, my opponent had the Imperm, the Fenrir, the Ash. I did have the call by for the Ash, but, he was able to play into our board pretty well. Since, he was able to get rid of the Floodgate and Darklaw, he was able to force out the DPE with Fenrir, and then, we used the Shiny Neo Swingman to pop 3, and it was crazy. They were still actually able to do something. So, yeah, this might be a little bit something to be concerned about, I guess, like, especially if you don't draw hand traps. But, yeah, going into our side deck here, I do believe that, I go ahead and left Rivalry in, I could have swore. But yeah, Rivalry and Gozen, is still pretty solid against this deck. Just trying to decide what cards were better going against him. And I think I decided that instead of hand traps, I would rather play like board breaker things, like evenly matched and such, just because it just seemed like, it didn't really matter. I think it didn't really feel like, it really feels like playing against this deck, no matter how many hand traps I kind of throw at them. I need like 2 or 3 of them to, stop them from going crazy with it. Oh, we were clapping because Alfred Best Vendor walked into the building. Y'all don't forget to check out the Opposition Games website, link in the description. Use my code Mhero, save yourself some monies on that, boy. But yeah, so our hand looks really, really good. We got the Harpy's Feather Duster for the Tri Brigade back card. We also have Fusion Destiny, and he actually decided to let me go first, which I think was pretty wild. But it makes me think, oh shoot, he's gonna have like evenly matched and he's gonna have all kinds of stuff. And I actually like did something really dumb here. I figured like against his deck, like if he did evenly match me, I just wanted to have Dark Law out there on the board with having Dark Law out there and then get my Honest Neos into my hand so that he couldn't like do anything just like crazy. So I did decide to summon Dangerous there with the intention of adding Mass Change by normal summoning this Liquid Surger that I searched for here. So we did send Mally and Shadow Mist to the graveyard. We did not use Shadow Mist effect to add. Now we're going to use Liquid Soldier effect to try to special summon the Shadow Mist, and it's going to get DD Crowed there, which is like really, really rough for me. Should have just did the DPE play, I don't know. I feel like I got a little bit greedy there and beside myself. Definitely should have did that. But as you can see, like it's going to set us up in a really bad position to, let's say a really good position for him in order to be able to win this game. And so now you see the kit hit the board into the blue because it's level 2 and then into the jet. The jet is going to search, I do believe, out the Smashers. That's the card that I was worried about the last time, but yeah, so he's got the Smashers out there. He's got the Smashers with the blue and the jet, and I'm just trying to decide if there's anything I want to do here. I go ahead and flip up the Druma Cannon to go ahead and just get everything face down before he's able to start linking and doing other stuff with the monsters. So I'll just go ahead and decide to do that now. And yep, it resolves. Everything gets flipped face down, confirming the defenses of my cards. And he still has like a little bit of gas and things to do, but I think like the main thing for me is like I didn't want the kit to hit the graveyard to be able to go grab Curious and all that stuff. So it's just like I figured I'd go ahead and put an end to it right now. And yeah, there goes the Harpy Feather Duster, hits his back row. Of course the Smashers won't be able to do much since I don't have a face-up monster right now, but he does Spright Starter into the blue to grab the Spright Neos, Honest Neos, or Honest, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to normal summon out our Denier. We're going to use Denier's effect to go ahead and throw the Mally Boy on top. And then we're going to flip up our Liquid Soldier, link those two together into Cross Crusader, use Cross Crusader effect to special summon back out the Denier again. We're going to use that to go ahead and add our Ferris from our deck to our hand. With that, we're going to pitch Vanilla Neos to special summon Ferris. And yeah, it just didn't seem like he had any hand traps. Basically, like his hand was like pretty much like all gas with the DD Crow. And we're just going to start going into our combo here as much as possible. We're gonna go Vion, banish the Ferris to go ahead and add our Polymerization from our deck to our hand. And yeah, we just have to remember and keep in mind that we do have Vanilla Neos inside of the graveyard. So if I do decide to make the what's his name, the Infernal Rage, I gotta remember that I can't tribute him off. But what we decide to do to get the different attribute that I need out on the board is to go ahead and make Wonder Driver and then summon the Mally into the position where he is. I'm gonna go ahead and set the Fusion Destiny, activate the Polymerization so that I can use the heroes with 2 different attributes in order to make my Sunrise. That way we can Miracle Fusion out the Infernal Rage and be able to get our favorite contact back. I was also thinking that I could go into Ab-Zero, and I can't remember why I decided not to do it. Oh, I think I was like calculating, and the way it would have happened, I don't think I would have had enough damage to kill him for some reason or something like that. I can't remember exactly why I didn't do it, but it definitely seems like that was probably the move that I should have made in the first place. But yeah, I could have swore I did the math and stuff and looked at it and stuff though, but it didn't turn out like quite the way I wanted it to. For some reason, I don't think it would have been enough damage, but we're gonna go ahead and Miracle Fusion here. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and bring out our Infernal Rage. We're going to go Chain Link 1. I think we went Chain Link 1. Or maybe I didn't have Liquid Soldier in Graveyard. Yeah, I did. And then we draw pitch 2. But yeah. So I guess it didn't really matter since I was picking up the favorite contact from the graveyard anyway. But yeah, we'll have enough to clear off his whole board because we'll declare attack, pop the other one, then, you know, run over the other guys. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to kill the kit or not because I didn't necessarily want him sending Nerval, you know, doing stuff to add and do everything, stuff like that, you know, helping thin out his deck to get better cards. But since I had plenty of back row, including I think one of them being Rivalry, I figured that I'll be pretty good to go. But there goes a card that I was especially worried about. He's got the Evenly Matched, and in order to save my Infernal Rage, I go ahead, and to get my Vanilla Neos back into it, I go ahead and decide to, you know, activate the favorite contact, special summon out the Shiny Neos Wingman, and we're going to banish all that stuff. And actually, like, we were getting pretty close to time here, so he goes ahead and summons out the kit. He tries to activate its effect. I flip up the Rivalry. And yeah, this card is really good against them. I think, like, the thing is, like, I'm kind of low in life points and such thing. Like, no, I didn't activate a Hero Lives this game. So, but him attacking and, you know, doing stuff like that, I think we were actually, like, getting pretty low because it was a while before I drew a monster. And I think we ended up, like, drawing, like, Stratos or something like that. It ended up being very lucky. But, you know, we Rhoda there. And oh yeah, I think no, it wasn't this. Was it? Yeah, it had to have been this game where I made the mistake of attacking into the Spright monster while he had the Honest guys. So it still almost ended up costing me the game. I got extremely lucky though. But we go ahead and Stratos there into Stratos, and just pretty much counting on Rivalry to win us the rest of this game since he wouldn't be able to, you know, get multiple monsters out on the board. And I didn't realize that the Spright monster worked for you know, all those different cards and stuff like that. So I basically get Honested. We go ahead and summon out our second Stratos, and we're gonna go ahead and just grab Plasma here. There's not really much else to grab at this point. Yeah, because I don't have a way to get another monster out onto the board yet. But we got the Thrust, and he has no monsters on board. But after I attacked, you know, he activated the kit effect in order to send the Nerval, grab carriers and stuff. But we're actually able to, you know, use the Thrust to set the Imperm. And yeah, he flips up and reveals his hand. No other plays that he could pretty much make. He had 2 triple tactics talents, but, you know, without me having any effects because of my lack of board, he wasn't able to activate them. So yeah, it was actually ended up being a pretty good game against Tri Brigade Spright. You know, good to see that deck back again. You know, I like seeing so many decks in the meta. But appreciate everybody for staying a while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next visual.
My wingman, he come through, he level up, he Goku, he shining out and popping to over 9K. That's a breakthrough. Be on top now. Here's a look at all